We are about to start the Spring Calf Show of our open show. You all should be ringside at this time. All spring calves should be ringside at this time. Welcome to the 2025 Dodge County Dairy Open Show. Our judge today is Trent Sachinsky. If he looks familiar, he judged the junior show yesterday. Trent is no stranger to the show circuit, being involved for the past 20 years. Trent has been honored to be a part of many prestigious show teams since 2010, in which he has developed a stronger passion for good cattle and kept chasing his dream in breeding and developing high-quality show cattle the past few years with his wife, Laura, now adding their son, Lee, to the Stitches Holstein's family back in November. Trent was very active in Shawano County 4-H program, where he was on the judging team, taking him to many national contests, being the top individual in various breeds, top placing individual along with top placing in oral reasons at national contests such as NAILE and Fort Worth. Currently, Trent is still active in the Shawano County program as an assistant coach. As a fitter, Trent had the honor to clip numerous All-American and All-Canadian nominees over his time in numerous breeds, and was privileged to have clipped and prepared 9 grand champions at World Dairy Expo, 3 Royal Winter Fair grand champions, and 6 junior champions to date. Trent's got some great memories with great cows, such as Blondin Redmond, Size Me Red, RF Goldwyn Haley, and Charwell Attic Marcy, along with having 3 animals represented in the Supreme Champion Drive under his team's care at World Dairy Expo in 2023. Currently, Trent is employed at Bentley Farms, LLC, while managing daily operations of the 3,000 cow herd, as well as overseeing their genetic facility with his wife, Laura, that involves the IVF services, donor boarding, embryo recipients, and live calf care. With the Bentley family, Trent and his team developed over 30 All-American and Junior All-American nominations, 5 Canadian nominations, along with a few junior champions at World Dairy Expo and the Royal Fair. Let's give a nice Dodge County welcome to our judge today. Once again, this is a reminder that all spring heifer calves should be ringside and checking in at this time, please. Attention in the barns, please. We're looking for the following individuals to please report to the southwest corner of the Farm Progress Arena at this time. Sarah Braun, Trent Schlender, Mara Skalitsky, Madison Goodex, Savannah Fairbanks, Jacqueline Paulson, Caitlin Friesen, Mackenzie Goodex, Ian Spoke, Duke Schlender, Ava Gutsdorf, Ellie Stangler, Leah Smith, Hattie Smith, Jackie Paulson, Savannah Fairbank, Bolton Hankey, Blake Kurth, Mason Goodex, Caitlin Friesen, Sarah Braun, Malcolm Spoke, Landon Wendorf, Owen Sigmund. Please report to the southwest corner of the Farm Progress Arena. All right, I just want to ask to let everybody know what is the breed order that we're showing in. We're going Holstein, Guernsey, Brown Swiss, Jersey, Ayrshire, Milking Shorthorn, and then any other breed.
Good. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for having me back again today for the open show portion of your Dodge County Fair. Starting out our class today in our Holstein March calf class, a calf for me that just puts it all together and has least faults, a calf that's so complete from nose to tail, a calf that's so developed in her rib structure. When you look at her from the side, she's got nice openness, sweep, and depth to both fore and rear rib, and furthermore, she takes that spring all the way through her fore and rear rib that places over this long, stylish black calf in second. The calf in second, we love and appreciate the length of frame and the style that this calf possesses. She parades around the ring ever so gracefully, keeping her loin hard and crisp, and shows us so much dairy quality throughout. She uses that length of frame and that overall stature to take over a very nice, sharp, angular dairy calf we have coming in third. Calf in third over the calf in fourth in a closer placing. I just prefers the way that she sets up in line, the way she handles those rear legs, and the way she tracks more straight on those rear legs as well, taking her over our beautiful, pretty, angular and dairy red calf we have coming in fourth. Red calf in fourth, we admire that dairiness and angularity, a calf that has a bright future ahead of her with some more days and going into next year's show season. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winners of our Holstein Spring Heifer Calf class. In first place, Hattie Smith, exhibiting Ms. Smith Crest Candy Beyonce. Placing second, we have Brooke Sauer, showing Sauer Stone Architect 1460. Placing third, we have John Buskey, showing Second Look S. Leader Shook E.T. In fourth place, Aubrey Altrider, showing Double A Tango Laney Red. In fifth place, we have Angela Pyrek, showing Red Rodeo Warrior Jayla Red. In sixth place, we have Danica Strafnagel, showing Ledgeway Algene Gumdrop Red. And in seventh, we have Mary Gundrum with Mary B. LN Tough Love Red.
4 calves in our spring Guernsey calf class here. The calf that's going to lead out the class today with this young lady, a calf that I like how she tracks on her rear legs. She shows me a lot more correctness when viewed from the rear and from the side to that shape to her shape to her leg, more correct set to her hock, and tracking more comfortably and straighter on both front and rear legs over our calf in second. Furthermore, a little bit more angular and cleaner up through that head and neck and more chiseled down her top over the calf in second. Second over third, just on that rib development and quality. She's got more openness, spring, and sweep to that rib structure, and with a more desirable with more crispness and cleanness all the way back through, more incurving in her thigh. Moving on to third over fourth, a calf that I would say has the best foot and legs of the class when it comes to functionality. She tracks the best from front when viewed from the front and the side. And furthermore, I like the correct set to her hock. And she uses those feet and legs to take her over our very nice dairy calf we have coming out in fourth. Congratulations.
Results from our Guernsey spring calf class. First place exhibited by Olivia Laufenberg with PR Guernsey Meadow Torpedo Nala. In second, we had Jolie Bacon with Guernsey Meadow Journey Petunia. In third, we had Amelia Christian with Laney. And in fourth, we had Aurora Westenberg with Gold-Hearted Drone Iggy. Coming into the ring at this time, we have Jersey Spring Heifer Calves. At this time, we're going to start calling for our winter heifer calves. All winter heifer calves, please start making your way to the Farm Progress Arena to check in.
Just attention out to the exhibitors out in the barn. Kind of switching stuff up here in the ring today. It's going to be a complete 180 of what we did yesterday, the way that we're doing a potential first and second pull and how we're lining them up. So if there's a second pull that's going to happen, we're going to be facing the animals toward the entry-exit doors. On that end will be our first pull if we need to do 2 pulls. And then second pull, first prize, I want to line up closest to the pitcher area on the opposite end here of the show arena, moving all the way back down to the entry-exit door with the remaining placings of first, second, third, and so on. 3 entries here in our Jersey spring calf class. A calf for me leading out the class wins quite handily. She's so balanced. She's so complete. A calf that holds her loin ever so stiff as she walks around the ring, hard over her top, level from hips to pins with a very nice balanced sweep and openness to her rib structure. She uses that mass and spring and openness to her rib to place over another calf that follows in second with the same makeup. Calf that holds her loin ever so nicely as she walks around the ring with a nice desirable sweep to her rib structure as well. She's using that balance from being harder over her top and having a more correct set from hooks to pins to place over our calf in third. A big rib calf in third that you love, the depth of her rib and the spring and openness and drop to that rear rib especially. This is a calf you like to see level off across her loin, walk a little bit more freely, and keep that tail head tucked down in between those pins. 3 very nice Jersey March calves. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winners of our Jersey Fall Heifer Calf class. In first place, we had Tammy Paulson showing Paulson Crest Ghost Firework. In second, we had Angela Pyrick showing Red Rodeo Response Patience. And in third, we had Danica Schroffnagel showing Ledgeway CC Shabuzi. Coming to the ring at this time, we have our junior heifer calf, Ayrshire. Let's change that to Milking Shorthorn.
Only 2 entries here in our spring calf milking shorthorn class, but 2 calves that you got to appreciate for their dairy quality and their femininity throughout. 2 peas in a pod for me. The calf gets a nod in first today, just holding that loin so much more at ease as she parades around the ring. She's harder across her top, keeps that pin set down when she parades around the ring, and keeps that tail head tucked down a little bit nicer than our calf coming out in second. Calf in second, again, you have to admire the straightness of lines, the dairy quality, the openness, and spring she has and sweep to that rib structure. Just like to fix that rump angle just a touch to get that tail head knocked down to get her over our calf in first. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winners of our Milking Shorthorn Spring Heifer Calf class. In first, we had Mason Goodex showing Easterbrook Caramel Apple. And in second, we have Mackenzie Goodex showing Easterbrook Bombay Cupcake. Once again, all winter heifer calves should be checking in for their classes. Again, we need all winter heifer calves checking in.
Just a single entry here on any other breed spring calf. A calf that's got a beautiful set of feet and legs that when she does walk, they do give you a very nice view on her locomotion when viewed from front and side. Really nice set to the hock. Good quality all the way down through. A calf that needs to go home. Keep on the program and keep coming for a potential showing next year. But a beautiful foot and legged calf in your class of any other breed spring calves. Congratulations.
First place went to Paige Conley with High Gem Requiem Siri. Entering the ring at this time, we have our Holstein Winter Heifer Calves.
Let's give this class of Holstein winter calves a round of applause. Very nice class from top to bottom. This young lady here in first wants to lead her heifer out. Closer placing on top, but when it comes down to it, this calf in first is just more naturally dairy from the tip of her nose back through that tail. A calf that shows so much more dairiness and dairy quality, sharpness and crispness throughout. A little bit more length through that neck. More crisp over that top line, more chiseled all the way back through that loin, over those hips, pins, thoroughs, and more cleaner and curving in her thigh. Furthermore, shows me just a little bit more quality through her leg structure. Tracks on a very nice set of feet and legs as well to get her in that top spot. This red calf coming in second. I admire this calf for her straightness of lines. This young lady does an incredible job leading this calf around the ring. She never has a bad view. The calf that we do admire for that hardness of top and her balance overall. Like I said, the calf in first a little bit more crisp today. Maybe one thing we like to change about this red calf, especially back through that thigh region. But a calf, you got to love the way she tracks on those rear legs. The shape and set to that hock when viewed from the side and the rear to take her over our calf in third. Calf in third, the white calf here. Calf that you got to admire her dairiness and angularity. She's got the sweep and openness to her rib and a little bit more thin-hided today all the way through to place her over this very nice off-age calf coming in fourth. Calf in fourth, maybe just want to clean her up a little bit through that head and neck, but when you get looking at that shoulder all the way back through that pin and rear leg, it's a calf that's kind of a no-holes calf. She's complete. She's balanced. She's got adequate rib structure. She's got openness. A calf that we love the slope from hips to pins as well. Congratulations on that class of Holstein winter calves.
Our winner from the winter heifer calf class of the Holsteins. In first, we had Marissa Bone showing Bone Valley Lombardy Carroll. In second place, we had Hattie Smith with Smith Crest, our Senorita Red. In third, we had Michelle Zastro showing River Pine King Boy Kimberly. In fourth, we had Mila Erlach. In fifth, we had Greta Eltrider showing Ryan Lane Driven Lulu. In sixth, we had Angela Pyrick showing Red Rodeo Hulu Licorice. In seventh, we had Dakota Pyrick. In eighth, we had Kevin Bergdahl with River Ridge King Boy Kaylee. In ninth, we had Selcrest Farm exhibiting Mill Jean Pace Huff and Puff. In 10th place, we had Molly Grolke with Albendarn I Dairy Demi. In the ring at this time, we have our winter heifer calves of the Guernsey breed.
Three entries here in our Guernsey winter calf class. A calf that is a logical placing for me today, winning first. She's so straight in her line, so open, so dairy, so clean. Has a beautiful sweep and openness to both fore and rear ribs, especially when viewed from the side and from the rear. A no holes calf that's high style. Following that same pattern in second, a calf that shows me just more dairy quality all the way throughout. She's longer, leaner through that head and neck. Shows more dairiness, openness, and chiselness all the way down that top line, back through those hips, pins, and throws, with a tail head that sits more respectfully in between those pins over heifer and third. Heifer and third, you love the strength, mass, and width of this heifer. She's got the width of muzzle, width of chest. Takes that width all the way back through her hips, pins, and throws. Just like to clean her up a little bit today, giving us a little bit more style and angularity, especially from the hips back through that rump structure to place any higher today. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our winners of the Guernsey Winter Calf class. In first place, we had Ashley Vandezan showing Golden Pines, You Butter Me Up, ETV. In second place, we had Dane Laufenberg showing Guernsey, Meadow, Vernon, Moondream. And in third, we had Olivia Laufenberg showing GR Gurn, Z Meadow, Victorious, Opal. Coming into the ring at this time is our Brown Swiss Winter Calves.
Just a single entry here in our Brown Swiss Winter Calf class. A calf we gotta love her. Her combination of both dairy strength and overall dairiness. A calf that puts it all together. She's long and lean through that head and neck. Super stylish from nose to tail. And furthermore, she strides around the ring on a beautiful set of feet and legs and tracks straight on both front and rear legs. Congratulations, young lady, on your winning December calf.
Placing first in the Winter Calf Brown Swiss class was Kylie Casper, exhibiting Cass Creek Doughboy Tilly. Coming into the ring at this time, we have our winter calves of the Jersey breed.
just 2 entries here in our Jersey winter calf class. The young lady's going to lead out here in first. Just a calf that has a little bit more high style, especially through that front end. She's taller at the point of withers, a little bit more sharp and crisp over that crop and withers region. And furthermore, she's longer from the tip of her nose back to the tip of her tail and keeps that tail head just sitting down a little bit nicer in between a little bit of a wider pin setting on her heifer over the heifer in second. Young man in second, a calf that we love. She does have a nice developed rib structure. She's got the openness, the sweep, the depth, both fore and rear rib. Has that width all the way throughout from the front to the rear. Just want to make her a little bit more taller at the point of withers and clean up that tailhead area, get that tailhead sitting down in between those pins to place her any higher today. Very nice pair of calves representing the jerseys. Congratulations.
Placing first in our Jersey winter calf class was Ashley Christian, showing Racing MS Angel. Placing second, we had Cellcrest Farm, showing Vibes Earl Viral. Coming in the ring at this time, we have our Normandy winter calf. All fall heifer calves should be checking in at this time. All fall heifer calves should be checking in ringside.
Just a single entry here in our Normandy winter calf class. A calf, you got to love that width. She's got that width of muzzle, width through that chest floor, back through that heart girth, and takes that width all the way back through her hips, pins, and thorals. Furthermore, she's got a beautiful set of feet and legs. She walks around the ring ever so gracefully on those rear feet and legs. Every view you look at. Congratulations, young lady, on a very beautiful calf.
Placing first in our Normandy class, we have Michaela Conley showing High Gem Requiem Pickles. We're now moving on to our fall heifer calves. We'll be in our Holstein fall heifer calves. This is just a reminder that we need our first two, our top 2 place winners in each class to come back for the championship drive. Once again, coming in the ring at this time, we have our fall heifer calves.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Ariana Hildebrandt, the 2025 Dodge County Fairs to the Fair, and I just want to say thank you so much for coming on out to day 3 of the best 5 days of summer in Dodge County. Don't forget to come on out to see the rest of the rides, the fair food fit, you get your fair food fix, and then all the open class and youth exhibits that the fair has this year. Tonight, Corey Kent is playing, so don't forget to check them out, and then the hog showmanship is going on tonight at 7. So thank you so much for coming on out, and hope to see you the last 2 days of the fair.
Let's give this class of senior calf Holsteins a round of applause. Young lady's going to lead this heifer out here in first. The heifer, I love her style and balance. She's got the combination of dairy strength and style to kind of go along with it. Heifer that's a little bit wider through her muzzle today. Shows a little bit more width through that chest and heart girth region. Furthermore, she carries that crispness all the way down her top, carrying her top very hard and strong as she parades around the ring, and steps down on a stronger pastern today as well over our heifer in second. Heifer in second fits the mold of the heifer in first. Style, balance, quality, has a lot of great characteristics that we love. She has that sweeping rib structure, more fullness to both fore and rear rib over a heifer in third. Furthermore, a heifer that just carries herself a little bit nicer when she parades around the ring on the rear legs, but not too critical to discriminate against their very stylish, long, black, silky heifer coming out in third. Heifer in third has that dairy quality you love. She's open, she's angular, she's long as a train. Heifer that shows more depth to her rear rib and tracks a little bit straighter on her rear legs and a little bit more crisper up over that crops and withers region. Taking nothing away from this young man that's coming out here in fourth. A calf that I had pulled third originally when I got him in line. I just kind of said I'd like the young man in third to jump up a spot because I like the way that his heifer blends up through the shoulder and crop region. For those reasons, that's why we place him 1, 2, 3, 4. And I appreciate it, and congratulations.
The results from our Holstein Fall Heifer Calf class were: in first place, Sarah Brown, showing Nails Home Eye Candy Dove. In second place, Jaden Backlittner, showing Ledgeway Side Luscious E.T. In third, we had John Buskey with Second Look Alpha Bazinga. In fourth place, Colton Weiss, showing Inspiracres First Grade Peach. In fifth place, we have Becky Pline with River Pine Undenied Alanda. In sixth place, we have Mary Gundrum with Mary B. RMPM Love and Life Red. In seventh place, we had Carl Werner with Carbon, NV Sidekick, and ET. And in eighth place, we had Kyla Weiss showing Inspiracres Hulu Sprite Red. In the ring at this time, we have our Brown Swiss Fall Heifer calves.
Single entry in our Brown Swiss senior calf class. Told the young lady, really beautiful heifer from part to part. She's got balance. She's got length of frame. She's got openness through that rib, and she walks out on a very nice, beautiful set of feet and legs. Congratulations on your heifer, young lady.
Congratulations to our winner of our Brown Swiss Fall Calf, exhibited by Allison Heschke. She exhibited Cass Creek Dubois Layla. Coming into the ring at this time, we'll have our Jersey Fall Heifer calves.
4 entries here in our Jersey senior calf class. The young man leading out the class doesn't have the biggest heifer in the class, but she's got the least faults or no holes type heifer that I like to see. Heifer that's very dairy and angler, especially up through that head and neck, has that extension and length through that neck, and then carries that dairiness and chiselness all the way through those crops, withers, loin, back through her hips, pins, and thurls, and is more cleaner and curving in her thigh. Taking nothing away from her heifer in second, a heifer that you love the strength and substance that she possesses. She's tall, she's long, she's got that width, the muzzle, width, the chest floor, and takes that width all the way back with a big sweeping and fullness to both fore and rear rib. She uses those qualities to take her over our nice heifer we have coming out in third. Heifer in third isn't quite as tall at the point of withers, isn't quite as long from nose to tail, but you have to appreciate the fullness and strength that she possesses as well, being fuller through that fore and rear rib and having a nice depth and sweep to her rib as well. Congratulations.
At this time, we should have our summer yearlings checking in. At this time, we're looking to get our summer yearlings checked in. Results from our Jersey fall calf class. In first, we had Tret Schlender showing Never Rest Ice Daiquiri. In second, we had Selcrest Farm exhibiting Powers Haven Ferdinand Adeline E.T. In third place, we had Sarah Brown showing Velocity Victorious Vienna. And in fourth place, we had Caroline Powers exhibiting Cash In Chocolatier Kelsey E.T. In the ring at this time, we have our Ayrshire, Milking Shorthorn fall calves. So our Ayrshire class. Boy, do I look stupid. How long did I teach high school agriculture? That's why I had to retire. I can't tell the dairy breeds apart anymore. She looks like a Milking Shorthorn. All right, so I'm not the only one. Okay, this is why I had to retire after 34 years teaching high school ag. I couldn't tell the difference between saying an Ayrshire.
Just a single entry here in our Ayrshire senior calf class. A calf you got to love to appreciate her straightness and lines and her quality throughout. As she leads her out, she's got that long, lean, clean head and neck and carries that dairiness all the way back, being chiseled over her top, having the openness to her rib structure, and tracks very square on both front and rear legs with a very desirable slope to the rump from hips to pins. What a beautiful calf. Congratulations, young lady.
Placing first in our Ayrshire fall calf class, we had Mackenzie Neitzel showing TJH Boondock 643. Coming in the ring at this time, we have our Milking Shorthorn fall heifer calves. Once again, this is your reminder that we are looking for your summer yearlings to please be checking in. We're looking for your summer yearlings.
only 2 calves here in our senior calf Milking Shorthorn class, but 2 calves we both got to love and appreciate. The all red heifer that's coming out here in first, just a calf that shows more style all the way throughout. She's more crisp, more ring ready today, more thinner in that hide, and just has more dairy quality evident throughout. She's longer and leaner through that head and neck, more long from nose to tail as well, and she tracks more straight on the rear legs when viewed from the rear. Taking nothing away from this beautiful speckled heifer we have coming out in second. A heifer, you love the straightness of lines, the way she carries her loin so hard as she graces around the ring. The pin setting that she possesses through that rump structure, and a beautiful quality bone through her leg as well. Congratulations, young ladies, on your pair of calves.
Placing first in our Milking Shorthorn fall calf class, we have Madison Goodex. She's exhibiting Easterbrook Lucky Duck. And in second place, we have Mackenzie Goodex exhibiting Easterbrook O Barracuda. Coming to the ring at this time, we have our Holstein Summer Yearling Heifers. At this time, we're looking for the rest of our summer yearlings to please make their way to check in, and we also would like to have our spring yearlings check in. So again, please bring up the rest of your summer yearlings and the spring yearlings, please.
What a beautiful class of Holstein summer yearlings we have. And this heifer leading out the class, she excels in overall style and balance. She's got that straightness of lines you love to see. She has that long, lean, clean head and neck. She's more chiseled down her top and just shows more overall style when viewed from the side. Furthermore, she steps down on a nicer set of rear feet and legs. She tracks so much straighter on those rear legs when viewed from behind. And furthermore, we love the way that her rump is sloped from hips to pins, having a more desirable slope. Taking nothing away from this very powerful, massive red heifer we have coming in second. A heifer you admire that width throughout. She's got that width of muzzle, width down through her chest floor. It takes that width all the way back through her barrel, extending into her hips, pins, and throws. I do grant that this young man coming out in third here, heifer, that his legs track more straightly when viewed from the rear. And he got that bump at the end there from fourth to third on those rear legs as well. A heifer that just tracks more straight when viewed from behind and has a more desirable pastern setting as well, being a lot more stronger on her strides as she graces around the ring. Taking nothing away from this nice black, stylish, balanced heifer in fourth. I admire this heifer for her dariness and overall balance, but it's just those rear legs we like to clean up a little bit today and make her walk a little bit straighter to place her any higher. Congratulations on this class of Holstein Summer Yearlings.
Placing first in our Holstein Summer Yearling class was Steve Lichty with Nails Valley Sexy Skick E.T. In second, we had Angela Pyrek with Red Rodeo P Allspice P Red. In third was Cellcrest Farm, showing Milgene Analyst Dropout Red. In fourth, we had Kevin Bergdahl with River Pine Gold Chip Gloria. And in fifth, we had Kevin Bergdahl with River Pine Undenied Ursula. Coming to the ring at this time, we have our Brown Swiss Summer Yearling.
Just 2 entries here in our Brown Swiss Summer Yearling class. Both very nice heifers in their own right. But I'm starting the class today with this lighter colored Swiss heifer. A heifer that shows me a little bit more overall style. She's longer and leaner through that head and neck. And she's wide through that muzzle and carries that width all the way through back, that chest floor all the way back through her hips, pins, and throws. Furthermore, she tracks a lot straighter on both front and rear legs out on the walk over our heifer in second. Heifer in second, you also love that width and strength that she possesses. I just like to see her track a little bit straighter on those front feet today to place any higher in the class. Both a very nice pair of heifers. Congratulations.
Placing first in our Brown Swiss Summer Yearling class was Sarah Brown showing Sess D-Devil Pepper. And in second place, we had Kylie Casper with Cass Creek Powerball Franny. Coming in the ring at this time, we have our Jersey Summer Yearling heifers. This is a reminder, please bring your spring yearling heifers to check in as well as your winter yearling heifers. This is a reminder, we need our spring yearling heifers as well as our winter yearling heifers. Please check in.
Three heifers here in our junior yearling Jersey heifer class. The young man's going to lead out his first prize heifer here. Heifer that just shows us more crispness and dariness throughout. You can lead up. Heifer that's longer and has more extension through that neck, more sharper and chiseled at the point of withers, and carries that sharpness all the way back through, and having less condition over her pins. Furthermore, I like the way that she tracks on both front and rear legs. She strides so comfortably on a strong pastern and a short toe and a deep heel. Taking nothing away from this beautiful heifer in second, a heifer that I admire for her dairy strength. She's got that width of muzzle, she's got that width of chest, and she's got that combination of dairiness and balance to go with her as well. Heifer that you love that rib structure, the way she holds her loin as she walks around the ring ever so gracefully over her heifer in third. Heifer in third, you love the length from nose to tail on this heifer. You love the quality she possesses through her bone of her leg. But we just like to make her a little bit longer through that head and neck today and have her loin a little bit more hard as she walks around the ring. Congratulations on this trio of heifers.
Leah Smith, do you have a spring yearling heifer? If you do, please bring it to the check-in, please. Again, Leah Smith, we're looking for your animal. Congratulations to the winner of our Jersey summer heifer class, summer yearling class. Placing first, we have Mara Booty and Mandy Stanford with Vanessa Bright Vegas. In second, we have Kayla Friesen with Valerie Crees, Kid Rock Vendetta. And in third, we have Sarah Braun with Twizzler Tequila Talia. Coming in the ring at this time, we have our Holstein Spring Yearling Heifers.
Just a single entry here in our Holstein Junior Yearling class. A red heifer that you love to admire, or you love and admire the straightness of line this heifer possesses. She's long from nose to tail. She shows very correct slope to her rump, and furthermore, she has a beautiful set of feet and legs. A heifer that tracks so straight on those rear wheels as she walks out here in front of us. Congratulations, young lady, on your first prize Junior Yearling.
Placing first in our Holstein Spring Yearling Heifer class is Mary Gundrum with Mary B. RMPN Lovebird Red. Entering the ring at this time, we have our Brown Swiss Spring Yearling Heifers. Once again, please make sure all of our Spring Yearling Heifers, as well as our Winter Yearling Heifers and our Fall Yearling Heifers, are all brought to check in at this time. Spring Yearling Heifers, Winter Yearling Heifers, and Fall Yearlings. Please bring those to the arena.
pair of Swiss junior yearlings here out in front of us now. The lady in first is going to get the advantage today. Just having a little bit more length, a little bit more heifer overall over a heifer in second. Furthermore, a heifer that holds her loin more hard as she walks around the ring, and a more desirable slope from hips to pins as well. Furthermore, I like the way that she tracks on those front legs. Sometimes this heifer in second will cross her legs up front, but taking nothing away from this heifer in second. A heifer you like the dairy quality that she represents for her breed. Congratulations on this pair of junior yearlings.
Placing first in our brown Swiss spring heifer yearling class was Allison Heschke, showing Cass Creek Cliff Penelope. In second, we had Selcrest Farm with Thelma's Total Eclipse. Coming into the ring at this time, we have our Jersey spring yearlings.
Just a single entry here in our Jersey junior yearling class, but a heifer that definitely needs to have more competition. A heifer that we love the quality she possesses. She's tall and sharp at the point of withers. She's long from nose to tail. She's flat through that rump structure. And when you start looking at that rib from the side and the rear, she's got so much depth to both fore and rear rib and so much spring and sweep throughout as well. What a beautiful heifer. Congratulations.
Placing first in our Jersey spring yearling heifer class was Caroline Powers, exhibiting a Nets Lola Avery ET. Coming in the ring at this time, we have our Ayrshire spring yearling heifers. This is a reminder that we need all of our winter yearlings, fall yearlings, and we're going to call our junior 2-year-olds at this time as well. We need our winter yearlings, fall yearlings, and calling for our junior 2-year-olds as well, please. Before we bring our junior 2-year-olds in, we're going to name our junior champion. So we're going to be looking for our first and second place finishers in the classes, in each of the classes this afternoon. So 1 and 2 from each of the classes, please bring in for the naming of our junior champion. Just as a reminder, when it comes to naming our junior champion, we're going to go in the same order we've been going today. We're going to go Holstein, Guernsey, Brown Swiss, Jersey, Milking Shorthorn, and then our Normandy. We're going to go in that same order for the naming of our junior champions.
Two entries here in our Ayrshire junior yearling class. The Heifer leading out the class today for me. Just wins on overall style and balance. She has that head and neck carriage we love to see. She's got that length of neck. She carries her top more hard when gracing around the ring. And furthermore, that length through her frame, that openness to her rib, and the rump structure she wears is what takes her over the Heifer in second. Heifer in second, we admire things like the openness to her rib and the slope from hips to pins. I just wish she'd track a little bit straighter on those rear legs today and be a little bit taller at the point of withers to place over our very nice Heifer in first. Congratulations.
Placing first in our Ayrshire Spring Yearling class, we had Easterbrook showing Vallow Hill Reynolds Kling Wrap. And in second, we had Mackenzie Neitzel with Family AF Air Ringer Pearl. Coming into the ring at this time, we have our Milking Shorthorn Spring Yearling Heifer.
Just a single entry here in our Milking Shorthorn junior yearling class, but a heifer that definitely can have some competition to come at her. A heifer that we love the quality that she possesses throughout. She's dairy from the tip of her nose back through her tail, and furthermore, she tracks out on a very nice set of feet and legs. Congratulations, young lady, on a very beautiful heifer.
Placing first in our Milking Shorthorn Spring Yearling class, we have Madison Goodex exhibiting Easterbrook Lucy Lou Rumors. In the ring at this time, we have our Normandy Spring Heifers, Spring Yearlings. Coming into the ring next, we need to have all of our Winter Yearling Heifers checking in, as well as our Fall Yearling Heifers. We will then be moving into the naming of our junior champion. So please have those first and second place calves brought up to the arena.
Just a single entry in our Normandy Spring Yearling class here. But a heifer, we love the width, the power that she possesses all the way through. She's wide through that muzzle, wide through that chest floor, and takes that width all the way back. And furthermore, she walks out on a very nice set of feet and legs, strides very comfortably from north to south as she parades out in front of us. Congratulations.
Placing first in our Normandy Spring Yearling class, we have Megan Bingen exhibiting High Gem Pillar Sephora. Coming in the ring at this time, we have our Holstein Winter Yearling. All right, entering the ring. In the ring at this time, we have our brown Swiss winter yearling.
Just a single entry in our brown Swiss winter yearling heifer class. A heifer that we love the strength and substance to this individual. She's got that width through her muzzle, takes that width all the way back through her hips, pins, and throws. And furthermore, she's got a very beautiful set of feet and legs, both front and rear. She tracks so straight, so beautiful, so strong on that pastern when she steps down and parades in front of us here today. Congratulations, young lady.
Congratulations to the winner of our brown Swiss winter yearling class, exhibited by Paige Conley, showing Rose Lane, Dakota. Entering the ring at this time, we have our Jersey winter yearling heifers.
Just 2 entries here in our Jersey winter yearling class at a very close placing. I pulled them side by side just to check one thing, and I got it confirmed. The heifer that's going to take the advantage today in the first prize position, she does so on her rear feet and legs. Heifer that tracks more straighter when viewed from the rear and having a more correct set to the hock today as well. Furthermore, she's a freckle wider through those pin bones, having that tail just sit ever so nicely in between as well. And furthermore, she shows more depth, spring, and openness to that rear rib and more drop to that rear flank over our heifer coming out in second. Heifer in second, I admire the length of frame of this heifer. She's a hard top type heifer. Just want to give her a little bit more drop to that rear flank and fix those rear legs a touch to place her any higher today. A very close placing, like I said, and a very nice pair of heifers overall. Congratulations.
The results from our Jersey Winter Yearling class. In first, we had Selcrest Farm, exhibiting MD Pride FC Meredith. In second, we had Brian Paulson with Paulson Crest Louis Ferrari. At this time, we're moving into our fall yearling class. Again, we need all of our first and second place Holstein heifers to please check in at this time. We need all of the first and second place Holstein heifers to check in at this time.
Just 2 entries here in our senior yearling class for the Holstein show. 2 beautiful heifers in their own right. I'm giving the nod to the young lady today with the red heifer. Heifer that's just more sharper and dairy throughout. She's longer and cleaner through that head and neck. Shows more extension to that neck as well. And keeps that dairiness and sharpness all the way throughout. Being more chiseled down her top. More cleaner and curving in her thigh as well. Taking nothing away from this beautiful black heifer here that's due here in October. A heifer that you admire the width and strength and balance that she possesses. We just like to clean her up a little bit today for the heifer show, to place a little bit higher in the class today. But like I said, we admire the width and strength. If these heifers start getting closer to their calving dates, they're going to start transforming into a little bit. Noting the red heifer in first is not due quite exactly when we want to see, but at the same sense, like I said, I appreciate that overall angularity and dairiness that she possesses today to place over this nice black heifer in second. Congratulations.
Placing first in our Holstein Fall Yearling class, we have Todd Wendorf showing Sugar Sea Turbo Tilly Red ET. In second, we have Tom Binkowski showing Tom Lou Eye Candy Adine. At this time, we have our Jersey Fall Yearlings in the ring. Once again, we are looking for our first and second place winners from the Holsteins this morning. You should be checked in at this time.
Just a single entry here in our senior yearling jersey class. A heifer, we love the dairiness, the quality, the crispness that she possesses as she parades around the ring. A heifer that has that sharpness at the point of withers, sharp over that top line, and is more cleaner and curving in her thigh as well. A heifer, we love the bone quality to her leg and the length from nose to tail. Congratulations, young lady.
Winning our Jersey Fall Yearling class, we have Caroline Powers, showing Powers Haven Kid Rock Addie E.T. In the ring at this time, we have our Milking Shorthorn Fall Yearling.
Just one entry in the Milking Shorthorn senior yearling class. After that, we love her quality. She's long from nose to tail. She's hard over her top. Furthermore, she's got a very desirable slope from hips to pins and graces out on a beautiful foot and leg, having very nice bone quality through that hock as well. Congratulations.
Placing first in our Milking Shorthorn Fall Yearling class, we have Brenda Dameril Goodick showing Easterbrook LM Lavender Haze. Entering the ring at this time would be our first and second placings from the Holstein show this afternoon. Again, we are in the process of naming our junior champions. In the ring at this time, we have our Holsteins. These will be followed by our Guernseys, then our Brown Swiss, our Jerseys, our Ayrshires, our Milking Shorthorn, and then our Normandys. So please make sure you have those calves ready to come in.
Let's give a big round of applause for all of our exhibitors that brought out these Holstein heifers in front of us today. Taking nothing away from the heifers I left up here closer to me, I pulled out 5 heifers at the end of the day that I admire for a lot of traits that they possess. That first place March calf, I love the development to that rib structure. A heifer that's got that combination of dairiness and strength, got that width through that chest floor and carries that width all the way through back, walks on a beautiful set of feet and legs. Our first and second place December calves or winter calves that you love them for different things. That white calf, she's so angular, so sharp, so clean, so dairy. And a red calf that's so balanced, so hard over her top, and carries that balance all the way throughout. Our first prize fall calf that has that balance as well as the length of the frame and the openness and dairiness we love to see through that rib structure. Calf that's got a very beautiful set of foot and legs. And then our first prize senior yearling, a red heifer. You love the length of frame. You love the style and the show ring style that she possesses when she parades out in front of us today. Without ado, I'm going to go out and I will select my junior champion, my reserve, and honorable mention in that order, and greet them with a round of applause as I do so. I'm making my pair of December calves junior champion in reserve today. The white calf just shows me so much dairiness. She's long from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail. She's got that dairy quality, the angularity that took her over our reserve junior champion as the same reason in class. Taking nothing away from this red heifer here, this red December calf. I love the balance of this calf. I love her blending from her neck to her shoulder, shoulder to her barrel, and the way she carries that balance all the way back throughout to place over our fall calf for honorable mention. The senior calf here, I love everything about this calf. She's got that width through the front end. She's got the dairiness, the sharpness, the openness, the sweep to her rib. Just maybe like to give her a little bit more of rear rib today to place her any higher in the class. Taking nothing away from any of the other heifers. Again, what a beautiful group of heifers, and congratulations.
Congratulations to our junior champion, exhibited by Marissa Bone, showing Bone Valley Lombardi Carroll. Our reserve champion was exhibited by Hattie Smith with Smith Crest R Senorita Red. And our reserve champion, and our honorable mention went to, was exhibited by Sarah Brown for their fall calf, Nails Home Eye Candy Dove.
Let's give our Guernsey exhibitors of our Heifer show a round of applause. 4 heifers that we had paraded out in front of us today. Our first and second prize, December calves that you love. They got nice rib development to them. They're open. They got the sweep. They got the depth. And they got beautiful bone quality through their foot and legs. Moving on to our first and second prize fall calves. First prize fall calf, powerhouse of a calf, has that depth, openness, width, combination of style and balance that we love to see gracing out in the show ring. And that second place fall calf that also has that style and balance. Like to motor her up a little bit more, but really straighten her lines and angular and dairy and a beautiful set of feet and legs. I'm going to go out and congratulate my junior champion, reserve, and honorable mention, and greet him with a round of applause as I do so. There's no denying this winning senior calf today. She's most on the money. She's show ring ready. She's got that fill to her rib structure and to her barrel that we love to see. So deep in that heart, so wide through that chest floor, and so wide throughout. And like I said, having that style and balance. I'm going to go with my second prize fall calf for reserve today. Just a calf that shows me a lot of angularity and dairiness. She's got beautiful bone quality throughout, and she's got that long, lean, clean head and neck. And she's sharper at the point of withers as well, taking over our honorable mention. Congratulations to our exhibitors.
Congratulations to our Guernsey Junior Champion. Our winner today is Ashley Van de Zan, showing Golden Pines, You Butter Me Up, ETV. Our reserve champion exhibited by Dane Laufenberg with Guernsey Meadow Vernon Moondream. And our honorable mention went to Olivia Laufenberg with PR Guern, Z Meadow, Torpedo Nala. Entering the ring at this time are our Brown Swiss Junior Champion candidates.
Let's give our brown Swiss exhibitors a big round of applause. We pulled all 7 of the heifers from the show out here today just to admire the true type Swiss that we were seeing from the front to the rear of the line here. Our first prize winner calf, a calf you love the balance, the style, straightness of lines, and a beautiful set to her hock. First prize fall calf follows the same mold. Heifer that's got that width of muzzle, the balance, the straightness of lines, and a beautiful set of feet and legs. Our first prize summer yearling, a heifer that's long from nose to tail, has that style that you love to see, and the length through that head and neck. And then moving on down the line to our yearlings, our 2 spring yearlings and 2 winter yearlings. Heifers that you love the width and the capacity that they possess, getting into their older yearling stage, getting ready to start having calves and being pregnant. I'm going to go out and I'm going to select my junior champion reserve and honorable mention in that order. And please give them a round of applause as I do so. I'm sticking with our younger heifers of the show today. Heifers that all line up and follow the same pattern when you analyze them all the way down the line. I'm going to go with my winter calf today. She's just so much more dairy, sharper, and angler up to that front end and over those withers. And takes that dariness to take her over our reserve junior champion, the fall calf. Fall calf, you love that width and balance that she possesses. She's kind of a molding of our first prize December calf. You almost one would think they're sisters to a point. But a calf, you love that width, you love that balance, and you love the bone quality through her feet and leg. An honorable mention on our summer yearling. And Heifer, like I said, you love that length of her neck. She's got the dariness through that head and neck. Just love to see her a little bit harder across her top line as she parades in front of us today to place any higher. But 3 very nice, beautiful heifers. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our Brown Swiss junior champions. In first place, our junior champion was Kylie Casper, showing Cass Creek Doughboy Tilly. Our reserve champion, exhibited by Allison Heschke, with Cass Creek Dubois Layla. And our honorable mention went to Sarah Brown with Twizzler Tequila Talia. In the ring at this time, we have our junior champion jerseys.
Let's give the exhibitors of our Jersey show here today a big round of applause. The Jersey breed's pretty cool and unique, and I like being able to sort through them. I know we're all entitled to our own opinion. Today's going to be my opinion. And the heifers that I pulled out, taking nothing away from the heifers I left online, they're the type of heifers that I feel can go on and do bigger and better things at the next level of competition. We have our first prize March calf, such a square, pretty, dairy, angular calf that we love her style and balance. Our first and second prize fall calves. First prize fall calf, that dairiness, that length, especially up through her head and neck. She's long from nose to tail and balanced in her own right on a beautiful set of feet and legs. Second prize fall calf carries that width and substance throughout with that adequate amount of balance to go along with it. She's hard across that top. She tracks down on a beautiful leg and a strong pastern. Love that width all the way throughout. The first prize summer yearling, a heifer that's hard over her top, very dairy and angular all the way throughout. And our first and second prize intermediate yearlings or winter yearlings that I love to see the width and the strength. Two individuals that are going to go on and calve in to be great with nice rump structures and a beautiful set of feet and legs. Without ado, I'm going to go out and I will select my junior champion, my reserve, and honorable mention in that order. And please greet them with a round of applause as I do. I'm going with my first prize senior calf for junior champion today. For me, they don't need to be the biggest. They don't need to be extreme, but they got to be extremely good. And this is that no holes type calf that I love to see. She's so straight in her line. She needs no hair to be leveled across her top line. She's got the correct slope from hips to pins, and she's got that quality all the way throughout from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail. Deserving of the Junior Champion Award. Following that mold, I went with our first prize summer yearling. The heifer that also just a little bit more crisp throughout. There's a little bit more length through her neck over our honorable mention second prize senior calf. And furthermore, just a little bit cleaner throughout, having less condition over her pins and a little bit more cleaner and curving in her thigh. Taking nothing away from the honorable mention fall calf. A calf you really love the quality to her legs. A very good foot and legged heifer in her own right. Just like to clean her up to that head and neck a little bit to place her any higher today. But congratulations on a very nice show of Jersey heifers today.
Congratulations to our junior champion of the Jersey breed, exhibited by Trent Schlender, showing Never Rest Ice Stackery. Our reserve is exhibited by Mara Booty and Mandy Sanford, with Vanessa Bright Vegas, and our honorable mention by Selcrest Farm, showing Powers Haven, Ferdinand Adeline, E.T.
give our Ayrshire exhibitors a round of applause, please. 3 very nice heifers that came back out here in contention for your junior champion. We have our first prize fall calf, a calf that you love, the hardness over her top, the quality she possesses through her head and neck, keeping that quality running all the way back through that rump structure down to the quality of her bone in her leg. And moving on to our first and second prize junior yearling. First prize junior yearling, you love the length of frame, you love the style, the angularity she possesses in front of us today, also being very crisp in her in her makeup and showing us a lot of sharpness and dariness throughout. And our second prize summer yearling, a heifer that's got that width of muzzle that we like to see, keeps that width running all the way back through her hips, pins, and thurls. Without ado, I'm going to go out and I will select our junior champion, reserve an honorable mention in that order, and greet him with a round of applause if I do so. I'm going to go with our junior champion on our first prize spring yearling today. A heifer that just shows us all that dairy quality that we love to see in the show ring. Heifer that's so long from nose to tail. Heifer that has that quality and sharpness and crispness to her hide. It's like I said, overall quality over our fall calf. I'm going to name reserve. Fall calf over honorable mention. A calf that I just love the way that she steps down on her front feet. I'm a big stickler on how heifers' front feet need to be, and she steps down very square with a wider chest floor and a lot more balance and blending of parts through that front end, especially through the crop region. But taking nothing away from the honorable mention heifer, like I said, a heifer we love and appreciate the width that she possesses and the slope as she carries from her hips to her pins. Congratulations, Ayrshire breeders.
Congratulations to our Ayrshire junior champion, exhibited by Brenda Damrow Goodex, showing Vallow Hill Reynolds Kling Wrap. Our reserve champion, Ayrshire, was exhibited by Mackenzie Neitzel with TJH Boondock 643. And our honorable mention, Ayrshire, again exhibited by Mackenzie Neitzel with Family AF AYR Ringer Pearl. In the ring at this time, we have our junior champion, Milking Shorthorns. Immediately following our naming of our champions here, we're going to have our junior best of 3 and junior get, please.
Let's give our Milking Shorthorn exhibitors a round of applause, please. I have my first and second prize March calves out here. 2 calves or 2 peas in a pod. Both stylish, angular dairy calves. Love the openness and sweep to the rib. Love the the slope from hips to pins, and the quality they possess all the way through. And walking on a very nice set of feet and legs. Moving on to our first and second prize senior calves. Calves, we love the length of their frame. We love the hardness of their top. We love the width of muzzle. And we love the quality that they possess through the bone of their hock. Moving on to our older yearling heifers, our spring yearling and our winter yearling heifer. Spring yearling heifer, you love that length of neck. You love the width she possesses through that muzzle back to those hips, pins, and throws. And moving on to our winter yearling heifer, that's so straight in her lines, long from nose to tail, and sharp and angular throughout. With that being said, I'm going to go out and I'll select my junior champion reserve and honorable mention in that order, and greet them with a round of applause as I do so. There's no reason that we need to be splitting up this pair of March calves again today. Two calves that I said are very straight in their lines. They're so long and lean through that head and neck, hard over their tops, and have that openness and development to their rib structure and the sweep that we love to see on these calves at this moment in time of their age. Furthermore, they have a beautiful set of feet and legs. Very hard to deny this pair of calves for your junior champion in reserve. And then for honorable mention, I'm going to go with my first prize fall calf, a calf that kind of follows that same mold. Very long from nose to tail, very straight in her lines, long through that head and neck, and a very nice quality through her bone of her hock, and tracking a lot straighter on her rear feet and legs today. Congratulations, exhibitors.
Congratulations to our Milking Shorthorn champion, exhibited by Mason Goodex, showing Easterbrook Caramel Apple. Our reserve champion, exhibited by Mackenzie Goodex, Easterbrook Bombay Cupcake. And our honorable mention, exhibited by Madison Goodex, with Easterbrook Lucky Duck. At this time, we're going to do the Milking Shorthorn best three and junior get.
Doing a double whammy here in the Get a Sire and Junior Best 3 group. Three heifers that you love the uniformity and the style that they possess with the two March calves and our off-age senior calf. Three very nice, beautiful heifers deserving of your first prize Junior Best 3 and your first prize Get a Sire. Congratulations.
Coming in the ring at this time, we have our Normandies, naming our Normandy junior champion.
Three heifers out here for your contention of your Normandy show today for junior champion. First prize March calf, pretty calf, straight in her lines with a beautiful set of feet and legs. First prize December calf, the calf that you love the width throughout. She's got the width, the muzzle, width, the chest, takes that width back and is very square in her rump structure. And moving on to our bigger yearling heifer, a heifer that also represents all that width throughout, that width, the muzzle, width, the chest, all the way through those hips, pins, and throws. I'll go out and I will select your junior champion reserve and honorable mention in that order. Please greet him with a round of applause as I do so. Your winner calf will be your junior champion today. A calf that's just a little bit more calf today. Has that width of muzzle, length of neck, and squareness through her rump, and walking on a very beautiful set of feet and legs. I went with the younger calf here for reserve over honorable mention. A calf that just shows me a little bit more dairy quality today throughout, being a little bit sharper, more angular, and more incurving back through that thigh. Taking nothing away from our big yearling heifer. Like I said, we love the width and we appreciate the substance. Just not dairy enough today to place over our top two calves. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our Normandy champion, exhibited by Michaela Conley, exhibiting High Gem Requiem Pickles. Our reserve champion, Normandy, goes to Paige Conley with High Gem Requiem Siri. And our honorable mention, Normandy, goes to Megan Bingen with High Gem Pilliers Sephora. Let's bring our junior 2-year-olds for check-in, please. We're looking for our junior 2-year-olds. Entering the ring at this time, we have our Holstein junior 2-year-olds.
only 4 cows here in our junior 2-year-old Holstein class, but a cow for me that walks to the top of the class with their overall style and balance. A cow that's that moderate stature and has that straightened lines that you love to see, that beautiful head and neck carriage she possesses. And moving back to the business end of things, she has the best udder of the class today. Granted, these first 2 cows here in class are not as full as you'd like to see, but they are in a different show tomorrow. But I'm judging them as I see them today. Furthermore, first over second is on stage of lactation. She's more sharp, more crisp, more dairy, and more angular all the way throughout. Taking nothing away from our second prize cow. Second prize cow over our third prize cow. It's just on those attachments. She's tighter in that 4 udder attachment and more symmetrical on all 4 quarters. And furthermore, she shows more width and strength throughout. Taking nothing away from this beautiful framed red cow coming out in third. She excels in that frame and dariness to take her over our cow. Cow is just more cow from end to end, taller, longer, shows more width throughout. And then a very nice red cow coming out with fourth. Cow in fourth, we love the cow. She's got a square udder, just a little bit immature for me today. And I like to bulk her up a little bit and give her a little bit more strength and substance to merit a higher placing. Congratulations.
Let's get our senior 2s checked in at this time, please. Get all of our senior 2s checked in. Congratulations to the winners of our junior 2-year-old Holstein class. In first, we had Rebecca Schroffnagel showing Carbon Thunderstruck Amia. In second place, we had Eric Warmka with Warmka Showtime 4251 Red ET. In third place, we had Daniel Bone showing Bone Valley Analyst Desi Red. And in fourth place, we had Jeremy Nails with Joe Von Rompen Rosemary Red. In the ring at this time, we have our Junior 2 jerseys. Again, at this point, let's make sure that we get all of our Senior 2-year-olds checked in.
Two entries here in our junior 2-year-old Jersey cow class. Both tremendous cows in their own right. Given the advantage today on our first prize cow, just on the attachments of the udder. She's got a longer, smoother blending 4-udder attachment on both left and right side, with the longer 4-udder blending into that body wall more tighter and neater. And furthermore, She shows us more quality and youthfulness of udder, especially through the rear udder. She's higher, she's wider at the top of the rear udder, and wearing that udder higher above her hock today. Taking nothing away from the second prize cow, a cow that I believe today is the best frame cow of the class. She's sharp, she's angular, she's tall at the point of withers. She carries that style and daringness all the way back through her hips, pins, and thurls, and parades around the ring on a beautiful set of feet and legs. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our first place in our Jersey Junior 2-year-olds, exhibited by Ashley Christian, showing Africa's Reckless Abandon E.T. In second, we had Caitlin Friesen, showing Cavetta Colton Virtue E.T. Coming in the ring at this time, we have our senior 2-year-old Holsteins. Senior 2-year-old Holsteins. Let's get our senior 3s. Let's get the rest of our cows checking in at this time. All cows should be checking in at this time.
Two cows here in our senior 2-year-old class Holstein show. I'm just going to give the advantage in our black cow today, just being more ring ready today. She's more sharper, crisper, dairy all the way throughout, being cleaner over her rib structure and more cleaner, more chiseled, more curving back through her thigh. Furthermore, she's going to wear the best udder of the best udder of the class today, having a more symmetrical udder on all 4 quarters, noting the light left front we have kind of presented to us here on this red cow. Taking nothing away from this red cow, cow that you admire, the height, the length of from nose to tail, her height of her stature, the squareness and fullness, or squareness of her rump, sorry, and furthermore, showing us the combination of daringness and strength, but just needs to be a little bit more crisp today to place any higher in the class. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winner of our senior 2-year-old class, exhibited by Brant Fleer, showing Carbon Tattoo Aerial. And in second place, we had Rebecca Schraffnagel with Ledgeway Alt Love Drunk Red. In the ring at this time, we have our Guernsey senior 2-year-old.
Just a single entry in our Guernsey senior 3-year-old class. A cow that we got to admire, her dariness and angularity. She's got a beautiful frame. She's square. She's balanced. She's complete. She's wide through that chest floor. She's tall and sharp at the point of withers, and has the openness to the rib structure we like to see. I will grant, though, that we'd like to see a little bit more symmetry to all 4 quarters of this cow. Noting she's in heat today, but we got to get some more milk in that left front quarter to balance it out. But congratulations on a very beautiful dairy frame cow.
Congratulations to the winner of our Guernsey senior 2-year-old class, Aurora Westenberg, showing Gold-Hearted Farmer Irish Mist. Reminder, we'd like to have all cows checking in at this time.
Just a single entry in the Junior 3 Holstein class. A cow that we love, the variation and quality and bloom that she possesses through that mammary system today. Another on a cow that you love to wake up every morning and go out to that barn, run out to that barn for that matter, and milk. Cow that's so high and wide at the top of her udder, has that variation and that quality all the way throughout. And furthermore, it has a long, smooth blending fore-udder attachment. Furthermore, she walks out on a beautiful set of feet and legs, and she's high at that point of where there's kind of that high style front end we love to see on these show cows. Congratulations, young man, on your first prize, Junior 3.
Winning our Junior 3-year-old class of the Holstein breed is Shane Sauer, showing Sauerstone Ferraro 1401. In the ring at this time, we have our Junior 3-year-old Jersey.
Just so it's on record, I'm going to name that Guernsey cow that was in here grand champion of your Guernsey show. She's the only cow of the show today, and I will choose lactation cows over heifers. And then I'm going to make that reserve grand champion to our junior champion heifer from earlier. Congratulations. Just one entry in the junior 3-year-old Jersey class. A cow that's just fresh here, a little over 30 days. But a cow, you got to love the mammary system. She wears a very beautiful udder. It's square, it's symmetrical. It's got venation. It's got bloom. It's got the height and width at the top of the rear udder you like to see. And then when you get to that fore udder, you love the length of fore udder and the way it blends in the body, all for being just fresh. Maybe lacking a touch of rear rib. So you know that fore udder attachment's quite nice if it blends in that good already. Congratulations, young lady, on your top prize, Junior 3.
Congratulations to the winner of the Jersey Junior 3-year-old, exhibited by Ashley Christian, exhibiting Miss Chocolatier Velocity. Entering the ring at this time, we have our Holstein Senior 3-year-old.
Just one entry here in our senior 3-year-old Holstein show. A cow that you love the quality that she possesses through the mammary system. She's square and symmetrical all 4 quarters, has a really nice teat placement, squarely placed beneath all 4 of those quarters. Furthermore, she's long from nose to tail. She's square and wide through that rump structure. Congratulations, young lady, on a very beautiful cow.
Congratulations to the winner of our Holstein Senior 3-year-old class winner, Callie Larson, showing Coleco Dare to Dream. All right, listen up in the barns. We have the list of names for the showmanship class this evening at 7:30 in here. You have been nominated. If you're not aware of this, you need to be here with an animal to show at 7:30 tonight. Under 30, we have Katie Wagner, Aurora Westenberg, Faith Paulson, Candace Tennies, Amanda Borchardt, Damian Borchardt. Over 30, this is a long list, folks. Make sure you get your animals ready. If you are over 30, this is the list. Sean Nails, Dory Lichty, Amber Yelk, Carissa Gensel, Jerry Schultz, Justin Wagner, John Powers, Brian Paulson, Steve Zastro, Kyle Bunkowski, Dan Bone, Cassie Fairbank, Ashley Schlender, Holly Smith, Jared Besky, Joe Degani, Jen Sauer, John Buskey, Aaron Bone, Marissa Bone, Allison Heschke, Rebecca Schroffnagel, Kevin Bergdahl, Angela Pyrick, Butch Ridge, Ray Showalter, Rick Remington, Rod Sell, Dr. Hazy, Terry Kellum, Krista Wendorf, Brock Irwin, Scott Stanford, Brenda Goodex, Ty Hildebrandt, Ryan Christian, Emily Moss, Dale Stangler, Tammy Geezy, Chris Conley, Jeff Spoke, Bruce Vandezan, Tammy Paulson, Faye Hildebrandt, Shane Sauer, Shelley Grosnick, Mary Gundrum, Nikki Gunst, Brant Fleer, George Crave, Jim Van Cadden, Lori Powers, Nick Mitzel, Lucas Van Echtern, Hannah Hockerman, Alicia Schultz, Jake Kramer, Mike Gross, Melody Rex, Rick Fink, Paula Schmidt. If I read your name, you need to be here at 7:30 tonight with your animal to show.
three beautiful Holstein age cows we have in the ring. Three cows that we all have to admire and appreciate. Just a little facts here. The first cow leading out, 8 years old, 6 calves. Was told a little over 180,000 pounds of total lifetime milk. This red cow coming out in second, 6 years old, 5 calves, fresh 2 weeks. Young man leading this cow in third. Cow about to be 8 years old, 5 calves, fresh almost a year. All cows that we gotta love and appreciate at this state of their age. And with that being said, that young man leading out that white cow in first, it's on that advantage of just age, maturity, and lactation. That cow that's so moderate size in her frame, in her makeup, still wears that udder just right at the point of hock for me with all that quality throughout in that veination and that depth through her suspensory ligament to take her over our just recently fresh red cow in second. I told the young lady in second, 2 more weeks, we got a different story. I do grant that our red cow is higher and fuller at the top of the rear udder. I just like to see a little bit more of that rear rib to fill in that body wall area down by that forward attachment to get her over that white cow we have coming out in first. Red cow over the cow in third. Cow is just symmetrical on all 4 quarters. Cow that carries her hock, more youthful above the hock for the same number of lactations and more balanced on all 4 quarters, taking nothing away from the cow that's been in the milking form for a year now. She's a beautiful cow in her own right that we still need to appreciate. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the winners of our Holstein cows over age 5. In first, Jean Nails with Nails Valley Union Lookout. In second, we had Mary Gundrum with Mary B. Absolute Lovin' Red. And in third place, we had John Buskey with NK Steph Crush a Cold One. At this time, we will be naming our Holstein Senior Champion.
Let's give our Holstein exhibitors with their cows out here a round of applause. What a beautiful group of cows. Our first prize, senior 2-year-old, the cow that you love, her moderate stature, her straightness of lines, her style, her balance, her nice square udder. Noting that she's going to be showing here tomorrow. She's not as full as you like to see today, but you can see through some of that. You can see that she's got a strong, smooth blending, long fore-udder attachment. She's got symmetrical square quarters, and she's got a deep suspensory ligament running up the back of that rear udder. Moving on to our junior 3, a cow you love, that fullness to her udder, that bloom, that veination, that height and width of rear udder, and that long, smooth blending fore-udder attachment. Furthermore, she's got that width, strength, and substance that you love and admire, along with the really desirable slope from hips to pins. Moving on to our first place senior 3, a cow that's got that width, that substance, that sweep to her rib, wearing a big, wide boxcar rump herself, walking around on a very nice set of feet and legs. And then our 2 age cows from our last class, cows that you have to admire for their longevity, the amount of milk that they've put through, coming out here in front of us looking as good as they do for their age and their number of lactations. With that being said, I'm going to go out and select my grand, reserve, and honorable mention in that order. Please greet them with a round of applause as I do so. take nothing away from my 2 cows that I left standing. I went with my pair of age cows. That was the class of the day. These cows, like I said, in 2 weeks, it's going to be a different story. But we got to appreciate the age and longevity and number of lactations these cows have pumped through and dealt with year after year after year. Furthermore, it gets a little bit closer for who I chose for honorable mention, but I'm going to choose this senior 2 for, I guess, 2 reasons. One, the balance of her udder floor. I appreciate that she's more level on her udder floor. She's got a more desirable teat size, shape, and placement as well. Notice she's not as full and not as boomy and as capacious to the udder as our junior 3 that I maybe would have switched with. But at the same sense, we got to appreciate this cow for her frame and her makeup. She's got a square rump. She's got desirable slope from hip to pins as well. Congratulations on our 3 champion cows here for our Holstein show.
Congratulations to our grand champion Holstein cow, exhibited by Gene Nails of Nails Valley Union Lookout. Our reserve champion, exhibited by Mary Gundrum, Mary B. Absolute Love in Red. And our honorable mention went to Brant Fleer of Carbon Tattoo Ariel.
Furthermore, that young man with the white age cow that was just grand champion, she'll also be named your best udder of show and your champion bred and owned cow of the show as well. Congratulations.
Just a reminder, if we have any junior gets, junior best females, produce of dam, bring those over, please.
Let's give our Jersey exhibitors one more round of applause. 3 beautiful cows in their own right. Your first prize, Junior 2, a cow that you love that width of chest through that she has through her chest floor. You love that she brings that back. You love that rump. You love that mammary system. You want to get nitpicky. Maybe you tuck those teats under those quarters a little bit more square. They like to get out just a little bit wide for me. Moving on to my second prize, Junior 2. A cow that I think out here right now has the best frame of all the cows in your contention for grand champion. A cow we just like to fix that 4-udder attachment, maybe make her a little bit more youthful in the udder. We really appreciate that frame, that style, that dariness and angularity she possesses today. And moving on to our more recently fresh 3-year-old, a cow that you love the venation to her udder. Her teats being placed more squarely beneath those quarters and showing a lot of quality throughout, being high chimed as well. I'll go out and select your grand reserve and honorable mention in that order. Greet them with a round of applause as I do so. I'm giving my 3-year-old the nod today, and it's on just where that T placement is. Noting that our first prize, Junior 2, she's got a welded on udder. We love the attachments on both fore and rear udder, but we got to get those front tits underneath her just a little bit more square, placed beneath those quarters to get around this cow for a grand champion today. And then my grand honorable mention, like I said, just on the 4 udder and the youthfulness of the udder. I admire this cow for honorable mention. In her frame, like I said, she does have the best frame. She's most on the money in her wedding clothes today when it comes to that category. Just need to fix that udder up a little bit to place any higher. But 3 really nice, complete cows to finish off your Jersey show. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our champion Jersey, exhibited by Ashley Christian, is Miss Chocolatier Velocity. Our reserve champion Jersey cow is exhibited by Ashley Christian, showing Africa's Reckless Abandon ET. And our honorable mention of the Jersey show was exhibited by Caitlin Friesen with Cavetta Colton Virtue ET. If there are any best of 3 produce of dam or gets, get them over here right now, please. We need the jersey. We need the jersey, Junior. Best 3, please.
Just one group class here for our Get a Sire class in our Holstein show. 3 really beautiful uniform dairy calves that you have to love and admire. They're straight in their lines. They're angular. They got sweep and depth and openness to their rib. Congratulations on your first prize, Get a Sire class.
Congratulations to our Holstein Junior Get of Sire, Kevin Bergdahl.
Just one group for our Holstein Junior Best 3 today. And these 3 red heifers are so beautiful in their makeup. They're dairy, they're stylish, they're long from end to end. Shows me a lot of quality throughout. Congratulations on your first prize group of your Junior Best 3.
Congratulations to our Junior Best 3 Holsteins, exhibited by Angela Pyrek.
two groups here in your jersey show for your best 3 females overall. Nice group of uniform heifers here would be on my right, your guys' left if you're viewing from behind. Nice square uniform group, very stylish, angular, powerful with a chest, square front legs, rear legs that you love to see on heifers. And then moving on to our other group, 1 lactation cow, and 2 very nice uniform square well-made calves, no holes type calves. But I'm going to give the nod today to this group of uniform heifers here on my right. Heifers that are so uniform in their lines, square on their both front and rear legs, and show more uniformity throughout. And then second place on that group with your lactation cow and your fall calf that was junior champion of your show. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our Jersey 3 best females. First exhibited by Ashley Christian, second by Trent Schlender. We're going to finish up the show with our produce of dam classes.
On your last class of the day, again, I'd like to thank Dodge County for inviting me back 2 days in a row to judge your fair. Very proud to say that I got to come down here and do this. Like I said yesterday, I have a lot of respect for this county and your programs that you run, both open and junior. There's a lot of great breeders down from this area. In the past, the present, and I know there's a lot of young breeders in the future that are going to keep this program going. With that being said, on your produce a dam class, we're going to choose this group here on my right, on the ladies with the maroon shirts. Just a beautiful uddered cow, and a very square December calf that just follow each other's lines. The cow, you love her udder, you love her attachments, and that calf, you love her straightness of lines. Over our second place group today. So congratulations to all the exhibitors. I appreciate the opportunity, and thank you again.
Congratulations to the winner of our Produce of Dam class in the Jersey breed. First went to Ashley Christian, second went to Trent Schlender. Congratulations to the Dodge County Open Show Committee and all of the exhibitors on an amazing job today. We have 2 more additions to the adult showmanship at 7:30 this evening. We have Rick Fink and Melody Rex. You are added to the list as well.